Alright, start moving up. Start moving up.
Yeah, the BTR and an MTOB.
Corner looks clear.
Needs one more hit on the MTOB. BTR is going back to base.
Right's clear.
Chow for guy on foot near your tropic.
You guys on the hill, if you want to come down here, man, the more the merrier.
Hey, SL, we're on the other side of the compound from you guys, so don't fire on us. We're crossing the street to the other half.
Yeah, good lines on these fucking guys outside the base. The Russians outside.
Cross the street, SL, to the south. They're in this compound over here.
Get out your nade.
Another one's coming. Another one's coming. I just heard him run.
Ow, 8-8.
It's on the side down.
Shit. Come on in. Keep picking out window.
There's one right here. He's like right in this fucking building.
We're losing my sign. God damn it.
Alright, so today I just wanted to go over some key bindings that I've been using in squad lately that have really seemed to make a big difference. A lot of these will help prevent from having to take your hand off of your movement keys or off of your mouse and end up reaching across the keyboard to open up your map or open up your spawn screen, things like that. So the first couple things that you can try out, again, they work for me, they won't work for everybody, so just try it. If you don't like it, you can turn it off. The toggle ADS and toggle lean. These two things have made a big difference for me. It's more, the ADS is personal preference. As far as the toggle lean, it's just a lot easier to peek around a corner and kind of, pie the corner a little bit here without having to kind of do like that awkward fat finger where you're holding Q or E trying to peek around a corner while you're strafing. This just makes it a lot easier to do. So again, not for everybody, but it is nice. If you like it, awesome. Next thing that you guys can try and change, these are for actual key bindings. Scroll back up to the top here. First thing, you're going to want to change your spawn menu. You're going to want this to be caps lock instead of enter, causing you to have to reach across the keyboard. So this way it's right there at your finger and nothing's actually mapped to caps lock, so you're not affecting anything with that. Now for the map and zoom, you're going to want to make this the middle mouse button. And then the zoom, you're going to want to wheel up and wheel down. For obvious reasons, this is just going to be a lot easier to get up into the map and then zoom in and out so you can see things a lot easier. It makes it a lot easier than having to press M to open up your map and then N to go through all the stages of the zoom just to back it back out if you get zoomed in too far. So the next thing that we are going to do is the fire mode select. It's right here. That is currently on the middle mouse button. We're going to unmap this. So you push the delete key and it'll clear out that key mapping. If you need to change your rate of fire, simply just push 1. And that will actually select, 1 can pull up your main weapon, just like that. And if you push it again, that'll actually change your rate of fire. I think it's a lot easier than having to use the mouse button and then end up having to reach across the keyboard to use your map. Again, just personal preference. So the next things that you're going to want to try and change is your items. You want to unmap these. You don't have to. I prefer to. You can still leave them mapped and use your map. But I prefer to just leave it there and I can just use the keys here. If you play the game enough, you'll most likely have the keys remembered for what's what. So the next thing that we want to go ahead and change is the chat. So instead of having to use V or B for your local and voice chat, if you have side buttons on your mouse, this is what you want to set them to. Local, and then your squad. I'm not going to tell you which button to use because I don't know how many buttons you have, and you know that's just personal preference. But this makes it a lot easier than having to hit V or B on the keyboard and take your fingers off your movement keys. The command one, I do leave on G. I tend to play as squad lead, but I'm not using the squad, like the command chat, as often as the squad radio or the local. So I do just keep that as the default map there. Alright, so the next key that we want to change will be in the vehicle settings. When you get on emplaced weapons, you still use shift to zoom in, just like you would when you're using your primary weapon. So we're just going to set that to shift, just to keep some consistency across all the weapons. And then finally, the last thing that you definitely going to want to do, not sure what you guys want to set your squad and command voice volumes to, but you're definitely going to want to turn up your local voice volume. I don't know why I was at 172. I normally keep it around 160, 165. A lot of times it's hard to hear people, especially if they're at any distance whatsoever. So this way, it makes it a lot easier for you to be able to hear people, even if they're a little bit further out in the distance. So hopefully these settings will help you guys step your game up a little bit. If you like it, awesome. If not, hey, you know, it's not for everybody. And hopefully you can find something that works for you.
Yeah, that's like